Here we have the current stock market update for SoFi Technologies Incorporated, stock ticker SOFI. Before we begin with today's chart analysis, if you find these educational materials to be helpful in your trading, please remember to click the like and subscribe buttons and leave your thoughts in the comment section below so that other traders will be able to find this information more easily on the platform. So as we can see here, we have the hourly time frame. Every candle on this chart represents a 1 hour trading period. As we can see here, share prices have started to reverse lower quite sharply. After posting these prior highs coming in right around $8.30, the share price itself is really closing right at the lows. Coming in, the current lows would be posting at $7.24. So we're starting to come into some very critical levels here. And in this video, I will be outlining some important support and resistance zones so that traders can use this information to establish profitable trading strategies here going forward. So anybody that's been watching my videos on this stock probably knows that I've outlined two specific price zones that were of primary importance. Previously, we were seeing a very strong trending movement higher, roughly this formation here, this trend movement here. And as we can see, share prices did rally really from $6 roughly to about $8.30. And then in the process, we broke through kind of a strange double top resistance zone coming in right around the $8 mark. So from there, the two main levels that I've been watching essentially come in right around $7.60. From there, I did suggest that, if we did break below 760, that the upward bias and the pressure off of the top side would likely then be removed. And we're starting to see that occur here. Currently, we're mostly trading within the we're mostly trading relatively within the exponential moving average cluster here, as we can see. But share prices are now starting to break below here. So essentially what's going on is we've got this 200 period exponential moving average, this rising blue line here. That'd be the 200 hour exponential moving average. We are actually seeing a break here below this level, a break and a close on a daily basis. So I guess I can't really say that we're still within the exponential moving average cluster. We're now starting to see breaks below here, which does suggest that trend momentum is going to start to move in the downside direction. As we can see, share prices have broken below and closed below this rising blue line here. So this movement below 760 has turned out to be important because even though we did get a little bit of an upward price movement here, overall the trend is starting to decline, show downward price movement here. And what we're now looking at is sort of the main line in the sand, which really comes in right around $7.15. If we look a little bit closely, more closely into this price chart, we can see that this is essentially a double bottom that formed. This would have been roughly August 22nd and August 21st. So 2 successive trading days here. We did test this 715 area 2 separate times, and share prices did manage to bounce here. And this is when share prices posted that prior high coming in at $8.30. So as we can see, that is the next line in the sand here to the downside. And if we do start to break that area, which is becoming more likely now that we have broken below the exponential moving average cluster and closed below there on a daily basis. So this is becoming more likely now. I think at the very least we're in store for a retest. This isn't trading very much lower from here. We closed at $7.27, so about another 12 cents here to the downside. And this key test is going to be seen at that point. So if we do break below 715, this overall structure here really starts to change, and it really starts to look more bearish in nature. So that would be a bit disappointing here, given the fact that we did break to new highs here, coming in at $8.30. We did break above this double top resistance zone that was seen previously. So, overall, this chart is really going back and forth. There's a lot of whipsaw price movement here. We're seeing very, very, trending, very trend wavy activity here, where share prices roughly retrace all of the prior trending move and then start to reverse in the other direction. So overall, we do have to take an assessment of the indicator reading here quickly. What we're starting to see develop, is a share price activity at the moment that is sending the RSI into oversold territory. We're not quite there yet. We will be there relatively soon, though, and this does bode well to some extent because if we were able to move into oversold territory here, just as perhaps we're moving into the 715 zone, that would suggest that there's a possibility here that we could bounce out of that area. Share prices do become oversold right around 17, and this is looking like it will be matching up fairly well. We won't know yet until it happens. But it's starting to look as though share prices are, ready to test this major support zone and ready to start moving into oversold territory. So if we can move into that area and then start to see a bounce out of oversold territory, that could solidify the $7.15 level as then a triple bottom. That would strengthen this level as a zone of support there going forward. However, a break below there would be a pretty bearish event. It would suggest that this prior double bottom has now been broken. Share prices would then be trading below all the exponential moving averages. And then we would have to start to look for retracements within this trending move higher. So rather than looking for Fibonacci zones to the top side, we would then be looking at them in reverse. So this will be a very critical level to watch here. This is a price zone that I pointed out in prior videos, because what this is really going to tell us is whether or not the movements to the top side or to the downside have been the true false breakout. What we have been trying to watch here is for a break of this descending, this downtrend channel here on the hourly time frame. We have seen movements here in both directions. This move into 601 could have been a false breakout to the downside because it violated the prior low at 615. Or perhaps, these movements to the top side could be the false breakout. As things currently stand, I have been viewing the movement to the downside as the false breakout, mostly due to the fact that the movement into this area was very much short-lived. We did break below the prior $6.15 low, but as you can see, share prices reversed higher quite quickly, and then we did manage to post new highs. Most of the activity here has been above the $8 mark, rather than trading right around the $6 mark. So overall, this does look as though the break to the downside has been the false breakout. But this area coming in at 715 is going to be critically important here, because if we do break below there, a retest of that lower $6 area does become much more likely. So here's the current market outlook for SoFi Technologies Incorporated, stock ticker SOFI. Our high value trading strategies membership is currently available for a limited time for only $9.99 per month. These high conviction investment strategies are characterized by superior risk to reward metrics that target massive market beating returns over time. Join now to outperform the market. Lock in this special introductory rate of just $9.99 per month for the entire lifetime of your membership, and start trading stocks with the pros.